Hello people and welcome to watch yet another Carcassonne Champions League stage match. This is the week 4 and we're gonna be taking a look at a match between Akistak of China and Matthias Lehmacher with the screen name yzemaze of Germany. Sure, most of you at this point know Yze being a very deep thinker. Likes to analyze basically all the final games on his streams as well. So we'll see how much that has helped him now. Now the tournament situation for Yze isn't looking particularly great with -2 tiebreaker here and one match won, 2 matches lost. So a bit of a rough time for him, but I'm not sure if there is a theoretical chance of Yze still qualifying into the playoffs if he manages to win his remaining matches 2-0 both. With a +2 tiebreaker and within 3 match wins, maybe there is a theoretical chance, but definitely wouldn't bet on it. And for Akistak, currently at 2 wins, 1 loss with a +3 tiebreaker. So even a 2-0 loss would not mean Aki's immediate demise in this competition. Still he would be at +1 tiebreaker and 1 match to go. This is going to be actually Aki's 1000th game on BGA of Carcassonne, as you can see. Well, 1000th in terms of not counting the friendly games. Currently at 538 rating and at about 670, 680 peak. And for Yze, has also actually played a relatively low-ish number of games, which I'm surprised of, less than 2,000. And no plus signs here, which I believe means that he has not played any friendly games. So all serious business here with a 660 rating and with a peak of 700 and something, maybe like 740, 750. But in dire straits, of course, at the moment. Needs a 2-0 win to even have the remotest of chances for the playoff spot. And if not, then Yze will be perhaps focusing mainly on bringing everyone down with him. 4 points for Yze, 4 points for Akistak, with a 4-point road and a monastery and a city for both, to which Yze makes his attack onto. Also disrupts the road of blue and is now going into a maybe a mini battle with this 1 point city versus a larger part of the city, and maybe even blocking his own monastery in the process if he manages to block the road as well, but quite far from that still. Double monastery certainly is going to do Yze well. With a 6-point field and with some green squares available, Aki could, I guess, start a field, but you really wouldn't like to give points to the monasteries of your opponent. So I am kind of expecting Aki to maybe go here, start a city with a shielded tile, leave a city cap empty going to the left, so if Yze picks it up, then he's gonna end up with his city having some attacking platforms or harassing platforms on both sides. This is sure another option. Don't like it as much. Now, the purpose of this move is that, of course, Aki doesn't want to leave an empty city cap lying around, but still, only one city cap needed for the city to become a real threat, a real 10-point threat. And with still 2 daggers going over here, 3 daggers going over here, it's not particularly easy necessarily to block. Aki with a divider, and now has started the field fight, to which yze is going to reply or respond with a dagger, and he's going to indeed take that threat of a 10-pointer, and well, you can see right here just how difficult it actually is to either attack or block this city. Certainly not going to be happening with city caps that Aki had. Simply finishes the city, starts a new one, and yze, does he want to go here? I think I would go here. Yeah, because now he only has to kind of worry about one possibility of getting blocked or restricted. And well, this basically does the trick, because there are no tube dividers, but the same restriction could have been done on the left as well. Though maybe, actually, was it better to not go here? I'm not sure. I mean, there are pros and cons to both moves here. But well, what's done is done. There is, of course, the opportunity later maybe for it to go over here with like a vanilla, then a Dorito, grab himself a cow, and finish the city anyways. For now, doesn't have a huge necessity to do that, with 2 nicely developed monasteries of 7 and 8 points, with the control of the main part of the field, with a larger city part over here, and a annoying mini battle here, more so for the road of Aki than for the city of yze, which can grow over here with the help of Doritos. And the first monastery of the game has been finished, getting back a meeple to yze's hand. And do we now progress this or this? Or this? Which certainly is an interesting option, and I do quite like it actually. Again, given that the 3 cows are still remaining in the deck, and this move doesn't really do all that much to restrict the chances. Now, it of course does get rid of the field Doritos, but it doesn't get rid of the 5 road Doritos, which are now a major threat for Aki. And yze is going to get the save, and in all likelihood is going to score for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, an 18 or a 20-point city. So certainly quite a gift this divider was, and the road Dorito is gonna hit yze's hand immediately, even with a nice juicy shield, so plus 20 points for yze, and should become a second farmer for Aki's deck for 9 points, and the possibility to connect to the 12-point part, which is, in all likelihood even going to grow further than that. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if Aki would go even with a 3rd farmer somewhere here, just so that yze can't do the same thing. Given that yze now has 3 meeples in his hand, he can get a meeple back from here. It wouldn't really be much of a huge pondering, I guess, for Uche to invest a third people over here just for for the sake of 3 points. Maybe this city will get finished, but for the threat of actually equalizing all fields nonetheless. Well, now certainly after this 4-point move by Akistak, or a 7-point move by Akistak, now we have a lot more juicier spot to attack to the field. But given that you are 11 points ahead, maybe he just wants to be like really conservative. Maybe he wants to go here, take back a meeple, and just see whether Aki is going to go with a third meeple of his own and go for the over farming route. Oh, excuse me. I have to take a call. Okay, continuing on. So, Uche does connect to the 12-point field, and Aki is, with no surprises, dropping a third farmer of his own. 5 points ahead on the scoreboard with how realistic is the city to be completed? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 3 city caps to go over here for the city with both city caps with the field on the right side. And you would say only with one meeple in his hand, well, he's going to be able to get a second one. But the real issue is going to lie on where can he get a third meeple to the field from. An option, I guess, is this. Maybe creating a monastery spot over here. Maybe with a field Dorito. With the final remaining field Dorito, actually. And dropping an unblockable farmer. I believe it is unblockable. With 2 regular monasteries, with a road monastery, and with how many vanillas? 3 vanillas. Actually, all city caps fitting into these squares are vanillas. So that would be some valuable information for Aki to keep in mind. And well, maybe so for both, for Yutze and Aki. "50-50 restriction on the third farmer of Aki, so going into a evil hamster spot over here, which is going to be a huge coin flip. And now we are going to see how exactly does Aki want to handle his monastery, because if he goes over here or if he goes over here, it's going to be creating a fantastic field attacking platform for Uche. So if Aki goes over here, we can attack via a curve and a straight road. If Aki goes over here, we can attack through a monastery of any kind. So what if we go, I don't know, here? Does it really do anything? It takes away like 1 crossroad from Uche, the quad crossroad, but like that's about it. Well, I guess it takes away it takes away the remaining horse, so there's that. And it is indeed what is going to happen. Still 5 points ahead on the scoreboard for Uche. And yeah, let's actually do some quick maths here. 4, 8 plus 6 plus 9 plus 10 plus 15 plus 12. Yeah, plus 12 and then the third farmer problem. with -1 meeple. Nice move by Yze, so creates a block rather onto the city cap on the field of Aki. And now with the regular monastery, do we go here ourselves? This feels fine. This feels good actually. So still 4 tiles to go over here. Of course, a re-attacking platform for Akistag, and it immediately is going to happen. To which Yze can't really do all that much. Well, he actually can. He can go over here and then block this connection to a dagger, which no longer exists. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Yep, and it does happen. And Aki is going to get 4 points, but they are a very slim consolation if his connection is to be blocked. So maybe Aki's best bet would be to find like a crossroad over here and make the same 50-50 on this connection than Yze has made over here, and then just rely and bet the entire game on the road monastery. And, you know, given that you are the player who is behind, a 50-50 shot doesn't sound so bad. Yeah, do we take the 4 points, or do we do something else? Can we do something else? I mean, we can block, I guess. It doesn't really stand out to me as a great move, because there are only 2 city caps to go here anyway, the double vanillas, and Yze currently actually, I would very much think is going to use a vanilla here to block the connection of Aki, rather than even, you know, trying to go for the city of his own. But Aki does make the block, and is also gonna get blocked. To now 3 points for the meeple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean, it does cost Yze something, so wasn't able to go over here and try to get one of the 2 remaining road Doritos for like a 10-point city. So some investments had to be made, but in my opinion, to a very fine outcome. Another quick point tile for Akistag. And, you know, to be honest, is it? We could actually, you know, we could go here. Ooh, or that. That actually looks fine as well. With 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 crossroads remaining, and because we want a crossroad here anyways for the 50-50 block, then I think it's a fully justified. Though, ooh, this is gonna be a very gruesome tile. Oh, come on. Oh no. Why though? Why? Like, you'd be able to then overrun the field of 15 points, so make a plus 11 move, and limit this square down to the 1 remaining starting tile. Nothing else goes here. Like, all city crossroads are gone, then there would be no crossroad to go over here, like one singular tile to get back either of these meeples for Aki stack. I mean, surely we now go here. Surely. Although, given that Utz took the points on his previous turn, I wouldn't actually bet. Oh my god. Yeah, why I cannot understand, and now we get blocked to a 50-50. Like, what's the threat? Like, if we go here and we connect and we take it over, what's the threat? I don't see a threat. How is taking the 4 points like? Yeah, like how are these 8 points going to matter so much that they supersede the opportunity to basically block the two meeples and deny this? Well, first of all, deny the meeple back with any crossroad, and then have 12 points anyway for the field. Like 8 points versus 15 points, because we first connect with the first vanilla and then we take the points here. I just don't get it, really. Like, Yze really has faith apparently on their own monastery. +7. Actually, can he outrun the road monastery? I mean, if that is the case that he can outrun the monastery with these, then I would understand, but I kind of doubt that. So +7, 3 and 3, -1, equal +7, +10, +13, +14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then with the monastery here, Aki would be controlling a 12-point field and the monastery itself. So -2 for Yze and then -1 meeple. Like, yeah, I really don't get his ideas here. Like, he needs the field, and like he would have like way better chances to outrun the monastery if he successfully blocks the these two meeples here, the monastery and the road down to the one remaining starting tile. So he would then, I guess, win with either the with either the starting tile or with the road monastery. Whereas now he's relying very much on just one of them, on just the road monastery. Like, in my eyes, he is making his chances way worse than they need to be. Aki with a straight road. Can't attack over here. There's nothing to fit into the square except for the road monastery itself. I think we just take a 6-point field, no? Because we can score for the monastery anyways. And you'd say he's gonna try and keep scoring himself with 2 points here, 3 points here, but the road monastery is gonna hit Aki's hand, and you'd say he's gonna lose that coin flip. And now, the moment of truth. We can't do anything, can we? Like, we can take 2 points. Okay. But there's just nothing for us to do. We just wait for death, maybe. I mean, I still don't think that the difference in points is that much, but I think Yze is losing currently. +1 equal -5, -13, 10, -5, +3, +6, +9. Yeah, he's -3, and he just doesn't have enough, does he? Because there is now like a 2-point road that he can take to go into -1, but then like a 5-point ruin for the other and like a 5-point road for the other. And I think Yze will lose, although I have no idea what the remaining tiles are now. Oh, I mean, I do actually. There's the starting tile, but then something something. Maybe another crossroad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No crossroads. Maybe like a big tile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Road 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No road 32s either. Extenders. Not that. Straight roads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, straight road, no? Yeah, it doesn't really help us. Because if we go here... Actually, no, it does. Oh shit, it doesn't. Because like if we go here, we take the 5-point road, and then we get the starting tile, but then Aki can just go with the straight road over here. So we kind of have to bank on getting the straight road ourselves, which just means that we will never win this game. Because we can't attack from anywhere. We are just gonna roll over and die. Yeah, that's bad news for Utse. Like, he has no winning place here. Like, Aki can take a 5-point road here with the starting tile, or he can just score a gazillion points for winning over the main 15-point field with the straight road, which brings him like, what, 17 points with one move? So we gotta bank on getting the straight road, that's for sure. Let's make sure that it is actually the straight road. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is, yeah, 7. So straight road, starting tile. Yeah, there's just nothing we can do, really. We lose by 1 point. Do we? Well, maybe actually. So if you go here, I don't know, because we are -3. It doesn't matter. We are -3. Yeah, so Aki's guaranteed to have at least 5 points anyway, whatever he does. And we can't outscore that. We cannot outscore that. I still don't understand why Utse was so adamant on taking these 4 points instead of connecting. Yeah, he takes the 2 points. Aki does get the starting tile for what he should take now is these 5 points or these 6 points for being more accurate, because with the straight road, Utse is then going to be able to take only like 3 points here as opposed to a 5-point road. But even if Aki goes over here for a 5-point road, he still wins by 1, I believe. Yeah, certainly. Utse, if you're watching this later, then do let me know why you didn't go here with the vanillas. Like with either vanilla. I would certainly be intrigued to hear. Yeah, 5 points for Aki, 5 points for Utse, and a 1-point win for Aki, no? Hello, Mateus. 5 for the road, 5 for the ruin. Again, a very small inaccuracy here by Aki. Should have taken the road over here for the 5 points to deny 2 points from his opponent. 103 for Utse. And 104 for Aki, yeah. Well, actually 103 was even enough for Aki, so basically had 1 extra point. But I cannot help but to wonder what was going through Utse's head when he just did not want to make the connection on, yeah, with actually the best tile that he had available, leaving only one tile for the road and for the monastery to be retrieved for Aki, and then he would have had to survive with only one meeple for the entirety of the game, potentially, and in this case, even more so, very much with one meeple. Not the best game by Utse, says Mateusz. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of easy to say every time you lose that it wasn't the best game from someone. I mean, I certainly think Utse found a lot of cool, a lot of cool and useful ideas, especially with the divider, which was like a god's gift here. But the monasteries and the third and the whole field fights turned out to be quite difficult combination to really handle. And even though it was able to eventually get the third farmer there, I don't think he put it into the best use that he could have. Even though he made the blocks that he was supposed to make on the third meeple of Aki, but didn't quite like finish the job, Splitter was cool, but these vanillas, yeah. Indeed, I do agree. Marking the points for Aki, going down, going up 1-0. And we have a decent sized city from Aki stack to start off the game. Well, maybe not quite finished yet, but there's potential. With 0 daggers to the left hand side gone, so kind of difficult to fully block still. However, a partial block is a partial block, and in this case it certainly does pay off big time. Prevents Aki from taking the meeples back immediately and dropping a farmer as well. And there's gonna be a field over here for sure. Yeah, you'd say even drops kind of it drops an anticipation farmer. Well, maybe not even so an anticipation farmer, but just a farmer which has a lot of potential. But it kind of is a anticipation, because of course you always need to presume that the city gets finished, and now this farmer in this instance has prevented Aki from dropping a farmer of his own and taking control of the field. Six-point loop road is what Utse goes for, and has also made some indirect saves, though I'm not sure how important that was to make, given that there were still 2 daggers out there. Oh, actually, well, I do know why that is, because he needs the dagger here anyway, so certainly does not want to get restricted into another dagger. Okay, never mind then. It's a decent move. And pays off big time, even with a shield. Despite the run out of tiles with 3 field Doritos already being out, Utse manages to snatch one for himself. And of course actually had the dividers as well for him. Could have actually dropped another farmer over here, which I think would have been a rather decent move. Doesn't want to leave a city cap, I can understand that, but I think the farmer would be more valuable. Especially given that Aki would have a city cap, an open city cap over here at the bottom anyways, so maybe would be prioritizing that before the second city cap that was available to him, or would have been available to him. with no restrictions, no reservations, shall I say. It goes for a second monastery, stacks the previous one on top, and now has, well, decent shot actually to get a meeple back rather quick. With like 2 curvy tiles, with a city cap over here, well, with a dagger over here, with a city cap over here. And we'll see what Aki decides to prioritize. I would actually be very inclined to go over here and attack the city, with still quite a many city caps with road in the deck, 2 city crossroads, 1 starting tile, 2 daggers, so 5 city caps to go over here, and plenty of Doritos as well. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe not plenty, but a decent amount of four Doritos, and then the triple cities as well. But goes for the connection rather to a 9-point field. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like particularly necessary or urgent. I think it would have been actually just better to attack the field, but the city, but whatever. Somewhat actually, well, it does pay off somewhat with Aki getting the 4 points and getting the blocking platform or harassing platform to the city of Utse, and Utse is gonna get. Oh, come on, man! No, this is not urgent, man. I don't think this is urgent. Like, Utse needs to get a meeple back, and if Aki restricts Utse to down to yet another dagger over here, it would have been oh so great for him, but now it's gonna backfire big time. As you would say, it's gonna get such a delicious extender, and now the city cap that Aki has laid down is going to act as a scoring tile basically for Utse, and more importantly as a city end. Now with triple cities suiting very finely for Utse, and not to speak about Doritos. Helping hand from Aki indeed. Now I can understand that he wants to attack a nice juicy field of 15 points, and likely more so, but when Utse only has 1 meeple in his hand, I think he would be very hesitant to invest that farmer to invest that meeple to the field, especially when he's if his features would be restricted down to a dagger or daggers in multiple locations. And look at this, Aki doesn't even bother attacking the city of Utse, which still has, I believe, like 2 Doritos to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 2 Doritos to go for it. Road Monastery for Utse decides to take the 4 points, not going for the 8-point spot, with well, from due to obvious reasons, because he does not want to give even a third meeple to the same field, and doesn't want to bank too much on the dagger. And well, the restriction comes just in time for Aki, so if there was a helping hand towards Utse, so is a helping hand there for Aki by the deck. Ooh, that's a very strong move actually from Utse. So given that he has now quite a little choice regarding where he can claim meeples back from and where he can attack the field from, he's gonna try and get 2 birds on 1 stone and try to rely on those 2 remaining daggers to not only finish the city and the road of Aki's stack at the same time, of course, but also getting a second meeple to the main field as well. And given that he has drawn the second road monastery as well, there is no worries at all that Aki would be drawing such a monastery over here to get a third meeple to the main field. Aki seemingly seeing that his situation is worse currently. At least on the scoreboard, he is losing by a few points, and I guess with the threats that Uzi has on the board, I think that assessment would be correct. And also given, of course, that Uzi has no meeples in hand, there's no issues in making 4-point loops and leaving empty city caps available. Now then, gotta go for a decision. Do we go over here? Do we go for 4 points? Or do we go over here and maybe restrict into a dagger? Or maybe restrict into something else? Dagger it is, says Aki. And he's gonna get rewarded by an 8-point road. So no points were lost in the process of making this block. Uzi is gonna be taking the 4 points here, I presume. Or does he? It would make a field attacking platform. Maybe he wants to actually go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think actually you would want to go here because there's a chance that that Aki draws a quad crossroad, which actually is not a case because a tile has been discarded. Uzi is the starting player, and on Aki's turn there are an odd number tiles remaining, so the quad crossroad has been discarded. Quad city has been discarded. But there was still a chance for Aki to draw garbage and for Uzi to actually finish the city. And still, we have not allowed an attacking platform and instead made a threat. Now, actually, with still two daggers, do we actually go here and drop a farmer and try to finish a bigger city? Now we have choices. We have choices, boys. We have choices. 2 daggers. We have a 66% chance to draw one of them. But do we want to have faith on using our final meeple for the same type of field attack, or maybe for something else? What's the final tile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No crossroads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no triple cities. No triple cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No Doritos. Maybe regular curves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No regular curves. Road Dorito? There are no Road Doritos. There's one now in Uzi's hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the Road Doritos. Maybe some sort of city cap. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Some sort of city cap. So 2 daggers and a third city cap in the deck. So if we go here, we will be leaving a 6-point city for Aki, and then he's going to be able to score even with his final turn. So maybe not the best idea actually. Yeah, so like 6 points and then some for Aki. It's going to be at least 9 points that Aki can score. Not maybe 10 points that Aki can score with his final meatball, and that's really bad actually. But I don't think we can actually even take this road here because it's gonna again create a field attacking potential. Yeah, it's really tricky here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have a vanilla and 2 daggers. A vanilla and 2 daggers. Right. What do we do with those? We have +4, +7, -1, +4, +3 equal -6. And then when we connect to the field, it's not. Yeah, the field isn't going to be enough. Like with the city, it will never be enough because we only equalize the field. Oh, this is so bad. Honestly, I don't think there's a winning combo here for Utsu, not with this tile. Yeah, he's gonna take it, and he's gonna have to go here with the dagger. But like, oh, Aki can, yeah, Aki can go here, and he definitely should go here and drop a farmer because he is guaranteed to connect with the second dagger. Because Utsu goes here, but then Aki gets a second dagger, and then like Utsu just can't even go here because it's just not worth anything. It's gonna be like negative points because it's gonna be giving back a meeple to Aki. So 100% winning chance for sure if Aki goes here. But even actually, even if he doesn't go for the field, I mean, even if he just takes points here, I think it's like still just winning for Aki. Because Utse has to connect. He's not going to be even able to use the meeple for points anywhere, and Aki will just score. Again, 2-1 majority at the moment for blue on the field, and there is really nothing that Utse could have done, I believe. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what Aki can do. I mean, Aki could even go for like a fancy connection and go like over here and then get the dagger and connect. But like, again, I think he can do anything. Yeah, this is also fine. Like, he can just make a 7-point move here. But I mean, this is worse than going over here and just securing a 15-point field. But it's still winning. Or should be. I'm pretty sure. So 7-pointer is gonna go down for Aki, which is a shame that he didn't find a better move here, but he didn't lose all that much points in the end. $77, and then the field is equal, and then 2 9-point fields for Aki, and he is gonna take down Utse with the 2-0 win. And yeah, this is a very rough ride this season for Utse for sure. Very, very rough ride. Did we go like wrong somewhere for Itse? Like, I don't particularly think so. Like, I still don't like the fact that he didn't drop a farmer here, but I wouldn't say that it cost him the game. The harvest of streamers incoming. I mean, it could actually be because I think, well, now that Itse is out, and I think Alexei is also out actually, because he can only get into +2 tiebreaker if he wins 2-0 against Martin Jelinek. I don't think that's going to be enough, but it could. And then me not really being in a tremendously good position, it could be so that none of us are going to make it into the playoffs, and we are just going to be rambling about how unfair the stuff is. Yeah, it could be indeed the harvest of streamers. Yeah, well, restriction over here, I think it was fine. I think, well, I mean, rather good actually. Restrictions over here, going for the early farmer. Like, I really don't see like where we went wrong. We didn't have a chance to finish our city like over here with the vanilla, right? I think we just got restricted down to a dagger just before that. So going for the city, I think was the correct decision, given that Utse needed to get to the field. Basically, I think like in an efficient manner. So basically, just by drawing the dagger and getting a meeple back, scoring for the field even more, scoring for his features. So Aki had like one tile that he would not have been able to do anything about the city for. So if he were to draw the road Dorito, I guess, then it would have been a whiff, and then Utsi has a chance to finish the city. Maybe even drop a farmer for the sake of efficiency. So that might have been so that was maybe a winning route. Alexei with 2-0 has a chance, I think, but would be close for sure. 7 and 5 and OMV. Oh yeah. Opponent matches won should be good for him. That is for sure, yes. But the OMV is gonna be like one of the final tiebreakers, I believe. So with so many players being at 3 wins, I do question the +2 tiebreaker being enough. But we'll see. We'll see how the 5th week ends up, and maybe we can speculate a bit more at the end of this week when we see the final matches having played, and we see everyone at 4 matches played. Then I guess we can speculate more. Congrats to Aki Stack, and commiserations to Matthias, who now falls all the way to 3 and 7, and with look at this. Well, this is interesting. So we have some graphical updates here, visual updates done by the organizers. With yeah, you can see on the green here, of course, you can see the players who currently have a ticket to the round of 16 if the league stage would end right now, and then on blue you can see the players who would have a ticket to the round of 24 if the league stage would end right now. And so where is Aki Stack? So yeah, with 3-1 and 7 and 2, I believe Aki is gonna be having just a blast. I don't think it matters actually for him whether he wins or loses. Well, it's gonna matter in a sense of whether he's gonna be able to get to the round of 16 or round of 24 immediately. But I don't think even an 0-2 loss against Stefanakis is going to prevent Aki Stack from reaching the playoffs. So good on him. Yeah, as said, we have currently a harvest of streamers going on, with me being on 13th place and Alexei being on 15th place. So with me having +1 tiebreaker at the moment, 2-0 from Mate is, well, at the moment it is what I presume is needed for me to get to the playoffs, or for me to have a decent shot at the playoffs with a +3 tiebreaker. If that doesn't happen, then it's going to be a huge villain arc, as I have said, to one pole. A huge villain arc against Mate, that is, as Mate was exactly the player who knocked me out in the 2024 CCL playoffs in the round of 16, and now today it might happen even earlier, despite Mate not even being in the playoffs. But like I said, even if you don't have chances to get to the playoffs, your matches will matter because Mate can crush my dreams and can drag me down with him. So that's going to be for sure interesting to see how it's going to unfold. Haven't yet scheduled the match with him, but will do so at some stage of this week. Further matches today on this channel. We tried to cover podcast Ruben Cox's Bhakti yesterday, but due to reasons we were not able to, and so the real match time is going to be today. Still the same timing though, just a different day. So at 1700 UTC in 2 hours, and then the evening is going to continue with Yze covering Mihail Pashinka and Matthias Conti at 1900, and finally ending the day off with Chris Tucker and Goran Hladek at 2000 UTC. And we'll wrap it there. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking all the way until the end. If you did enjoy this type of Carcassonne content and would like to see more of it, then there is an easy way to support the channel by subscribing, by liking the stream, or by leaving a comment down in the comment section if you are watching this afterwards. I'll be seeing you quite soon with some more Carcassonne Champions League stage matches. Bye for now.